Alhamdulillah, we are still given healthy to be able to attend to school and learning computer with ma'am. Thank you for Gilang to prepare my laptop, and to start today's lesson, please Gilang lead the prayer.
Okay, friends, let's pray together with us according our believing. Pray start. Pray finish.
Thank you, Gilang. Next, ma'am want to start check attendance. Gilang already here, okay. Continue. Yuni? Okay. Juwita? Okay. Nenes? Okay, sip. Safitri? Okay. Irma? Okay. Eka? Okay. Abida? Okay. And the last, Laila? Okay. Alhamdulillah complete. Because in this time of COVID-19 pandemic, we must maintain healthy by paying attention to environmental cleanliness. For example, in our classroom, have you done your picket duty?
Already, ma'am.
Yeah, good job. Because a clean classroom also helps us feel comfortable while studying and of course minimize us from emergence of the various disease. Okay, next, ma'am want to test our spirit today. Are you ready, guys?
Ready, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Give applause for our spirit today. Give a big applause. Give a big applause. Okay, finish. Okay, thank you, class. Okay, next, ma'am want to review our learning material last week, which will connect with our meeting today. Maybe anyone want to explain the result of the learning material last week. Maybe Yuni, you can try it.
Okay, ma'am, in our previous meeting, we discussed the step of 3 main material point in terms of sale of service.
Okay.
Namely, receipt of receivable payment, credit sales, and cash sales.
Yes, exactly. If last week we discussed about the state process of the 3 main subject matter related to the service sales, and now we will try to input some transaction related to the 3 main subject matters. And the last week, ma'am give you assignment to study service sale transaction in the module. Have you read the module? Okay, nice. My diligent and smart student. So, the learning objective for today relate to the basic competence 4.6 regard student, service sale, entry, transaction, and student expect to be able properly identify and operate map carefully for every service sale transaction. And the learning mechanism for today, ma'am will practice about the process stage input data in one of the each learning point in the module. And ma'am want to divide you into several groups to complete the transaction, and then each group will present. Okay guys, you can start open your MyApp application and pay attention that ma'am will present on the screen.
Okay, let's start by looking at the document that relate to the sales of service, both in credit and cash. We will do it together, so mom will guide you, and if mom's instructions are too fast, you have to say it. You get it?
Yes.
Good, now let's go to the first document. About the cash sale of service, the first step, you have to click Sales menu, then click Enter Sales, and the display like this will appear in your computer. Then click Select Customer, choose Tunai account. And if there is no Tunai account, you can make new using new menu. And then click use customer. Okay. Okay, all ready everybody?
Already, ma'am.
Okay, good job. Then click the layout in the bottom, select item, click OK. And then fill in the evidence transaction in the journal. We will use the invoice number that Mayop give because there is no number evidence in document transaction. And the date is 5 January. and 19. Click tab. The item number is premium. Click use item. The price will automatically appear. For text, we choose non-text. And again, the second item is konsultasi. Okay. Okay, again. Then click the pay today, 2 million and 2. Please fill your journal until it looks exactly like my screen. And then pay attention. The column of pay today have to fill with the total amount of evidence transaction. Is it clear, everybody? Okay. Then we can using Control plus R to check our journal. If your journal same as mem journal, then you can click OK and record. OK and record. Click cancel. Already done, everybody? Good, very well. Then we have to move to the next document transaction about credit sales transaction, okay? This transaction will later give rise to account receivable. The steps are same as before, but in this case, we will choose the customer name. It is Putri. Don't choose Tunai. Click use customer. And then the term will automatically change into 2%, 10, and net 30. And like before, we change the date. That is 10 January. 10 January. And please make sure that the text inclusive in the condition unchecked. See? Okay, again, item number, multi-room. Click multi-room, then use item. Okay, again, okay. In this case, because this is credit, so we have to leave the pay today column blank. Don't fill in. Do you get it?
Yes,
Okay, alhamdulillah. Amazing. Mom student work very quickly. Already getting used to Mayop, it seems, right? Alhamdulillah. Then, how the next step? Amazing, good. Control R to check the journal. And if your journal same like in my screen, then you can click OK and record. Okay. Then, after this we will move in the last transaction about the payment of account receivable. We will still in the sales menu, but in this case, we will click enter save payment. And this display will appear like this. And we have deposit account, we will choose Bank BNI and the customer. In this case, Putri, right? Okay, use customer. Amount received, we will 5. based on transaction evidence payment. Click tab again until the date. We have to change the date. Okay, click tab, and the amount will automatically appear, and we have to check using Control R. So, how the result? Bank BNI on debit and account receivable on credit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Then you can. The next step is
Record.
good job. Click OK and record. Now, if you want to check the journal that we have made, you can search in the very bottom of sales menu. The name is Transaction Journal. This. You can find it?
Yes, ma'am.
Alhamdulillah, great everybody. Well done. Mom proud of you.
Alright, how is it going, students? Have you already confused or everything just fine? Please tell me.
I'm already a little confused, ma'am, but I still excited to learn more about Maya.
Alright, a little confused but fine. So I'm feeling great seeing you getting interested more about Maya. So after in this topic we have 3 points of material. They receive payment, and then we have service sales in cash and service sales in credit. After practice to input the transactions of sales, have you experienced constraint or just question for me? Share.
Okay, I have, ma'am, for receive payments point in January 10, 2019, my journal cash on hand for debit and account receivable of credit. But looking at the module BNI for debit on cash on hand. So which one is correct?
Alright, actually that's a very serious problem, guys. But don't worry, we'll get it right together. So the problem is you already record the journal debit for cash on hand. But in the module you already have using bank account. That is Bank BNI. So which one is correct, ma'am? Before I explain about that, can anyone just swear? Just raise your hand.
Yes,
Wow.
I have.
Sure.
I think this payment transaction will be connected with cash on hand and account receivable because we will receive the payment of that. So cash on hand for debit and account receivable for credit.
Yeah, thank you, great, and thank you for the statement. But students, actually her statement, her answer is half true, alright, but half wrong. Why, ma'am? Because reason everyone receive payment is a menu to record the transaction of sales that receiving the previous of debts. So the things is receive payments for the right part. If receive payment will be connected with cash on hand for debit, but in the other hand with the credit for account receivable. But the thing is you have to pay attention more that recently the entity or the company used two accounts to record their disbursements or their receivement activity. There are cash on hand, and then they have bank account like Bank BNI. So for this case, for the Anita interior design, I want to ask you, which one is right? Using cash on hand or Bank BNI, students? Bank BNI, very smart, my students. And I want to ask you, which menu to set up the Bank BNI? Sales link account. That's the answer for you, Gilang. So we have to remember not only attention with the transaction data like the nominal, the customer, but we also attention with the journal that we already record by Mayo. Is it correct or not? Is the account balance correct or not? So I told you if you find something wrong, I told you there are 3 possible things are errors. The first thing about the data customer, and then the second about the nominal like the transaction data, and then the last is about the journal that already recorded by Mayo. Is it like the debit credit, is it correct or not? So is everything clear, students? Clear. Alhamdulillah, if clear. So I'm very happy to see you being active. So let's move to the next second point of material about service sales in cash. Do you find something wrong on strict training? Sure.
The transaction on 5 January 2019,
Mm-hmm.
the amount of cash sales is different with module that you explained before.
Yes.
So I check the journal and find kind of text account in my journal. I know that accounts shouldn't be used in this transaction, but I don't know why this account appeared in my journal. Would you like to explain now?
Yes, sure. Don't worry. We'll get the right one together. So what's the problem? The problem or her problem is the journal already record about the text recognition that shouldn't be access everyone. So I told you why like the menu or the journal already record about the text recognitions. Why? Could you tell me? Sure.
In my opinion, for transaction 5 January 2019, we should recall text because there are no information about that. So we shouldn't input and record the text or people.
Yeah, very great, brilliant. That's true, yeah. So we have two attention. Let's open again the module about the service sales in cash. And in that module here and here, you have to uncheck the menu of text inclusive. Why, ma'am? Because in this transaction doesn't need any recognitions of text, no detail, no informations about text. Then you have just erase or just uncheck the text menu of the menu of text inclusive. Now that's a very important thing. So would you like to repeat my statement? Savitri, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
So not only attention about transaction data, we have to pay attention about text menu. If there is no detail or information about text, we uncheck the menu and hold first.
Yes, that's great. So do you get it, everyone? Everything is clear?
Yes.
So I'm very proud of you guys. So you're being active, and don't be shy. And if you have any problems in mail, just asking me, and we'll get it right together. Last but not least, take a look with the third point of material about service sales in credit. Do you have any problem again? Service sales in credit? You have problem or not? You have problem or not? I think it's very clear. And how about the transactions 10 January 2019? Yeah, for credit or sales in credit, you have attention to the paid today column, guys, because the difference between debit and credit is like you have to fill out the paid today column if debit, and if credit you don't have to fill out, because in credit like the customer not have to pay in that day the transaction does, but after the day maybe based on their agreement after like that. So here it's time for me actually to giving you questions, guys. There are just two questions. Now here. So I give you 5 minutes to find the material. You can find in the module or just take a look to the internet, but pay attention about the official and trustworthy sources. Alright, time is up. Would you like to answer? I hope you already understand about the number one. Number one. Okay, thank you.
The things we have to be considered are deposit upon column in the book account. Is it cash on hand or bank? Because it would be affected in ledger for financial report.
Okay, very smart, Abida. Thank you. Yeah, that's a correct answer. So for number 2, anyone? For the last question. Okay, really. Sure. That's very smart for you, and thank you. That's correct answer for case. And how about the credit, everyone? Anyone? Oh, okay, sure.
First, for service sales in credit, we have to choose the customer column as the name of the customer because it is credit. Second, we have to uncheck the tax inclusive because no tax detail.
No tax detail, okay.
We don't even have to input the code. It is correct.
Yes, all the answer that you have answered for me is already correct. Brilliant, my students, and thank you for answer. And after that, we'll conducting interesting team discussions and keep motivated. Thank you.
Students, as I was explained before at the beginning of the lessons today, that we will have the practicum how to input sales transaction and how to input the settlement of account receivable. And for this one, we will practice this transaction in a group. Okay, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in here I will share you about the rules today of the practicum, and I will explain for you. Okay, this is the rule for the practicum today. And for the first, one group is consists from 3 students because ma'am want to create 3 groups based on the topic today. And for the second, each group will have one topic to be presented later. And for the third, each student must to contribute themselves to solve the problem of this case on this chapter. And for the fourth, all of your work must be stored in a flash disk. And for the group representative, you must to share the data on ma'am for after the class. Okay, for the fifth rules, each student have 20 minutes for presentation, which is consists from 10 minutes for present the material and 10 minutes for discussion section. Okay, for the last, the sixth rule, doing the practicum during the 30 minutes. Okay, for this one, 30 minutes, you can make all of the transaction on this chapter that already shared on your module. Okay, that's all for the rules today. Do you have any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay.
I want to ask about the distribution about material. Is it from you or can you choose the material?
Okay, before that, about the regarding the dividing material, ma'am already prepared about the dividing material using the application, namely record tools, and the result ma'am will share for you later. Okay, students, next we will move to the case study. Watch case study that you must to do in this section. You must do all of the transaction on your module, continuing your work before with ma'am, and then you can continue with presentation about the topic, which is you just present but one topic that already ma'am shared later, and then for the next, you can continue your presentation by make a discussion forum. In here, you all can ask questions for your friends that present today. Okay. Now you can divide in your groups into based on the number of absence. In here, for the student number 1 until 3, please join to the group 1. And for the student number 4 until 6, please join to the group 2. And for the last, for the student number 7 until 9, please to join in the third group. And next, you must to sit down with your friends group. Okay, students, are you already sitting down with your friends group?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. It seems like you are very excited to doing this practicum today. Okay. Now, are you ready, class?
Ready, ma'am.
Okay, now ma'am will divide the material Okay, based on this one, this is the result. For the group 1, please to present about the settlement of account receivable transaction. And for the group 2, please present about the topic of cash sales transaction. And for the third group, please present about the credit sales transaction. Okay, students, you can do your practicum for now. And if you have any problems, you can share to me, directly ask me. Okay, group 1, how was your progress? If there is any problem?
Alhamdulillah, there are no problems so far.
Okay, thank you, and keep fighting.
Alright.
Okay, how about you, group 2? Are you have any problem? Okay, that's great. Please continue your progress and keep fighting. Okay, how about you, group 3? Are you have any problem?
Alhamdulillah, there was a problem because after the debt, I got process to the next process. It turns out that the 15 was one year or debt or year, so the problem has been resolved.
Okay, that's brilliant. You can solve your problem. And what's your transaction entered now?
We have entered the second transaction now.
Okay, that's great. Please continue your transaction and keep fighting. Okay, student, time is up, and please for the group 1 to present about the settlement of account receivable. And for who you all that not included in this group, please pay attention for your friends in here, and you can directly ask your questions. And if you have any point that you feel still unclear, you can directly ask to your friends. Okay, students?
Alright, ma'am.
Okay, please, group 1 to start your presentation.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. It's me. We want to presentation about our project. First of all, I would like to thank you about your opportunity and your attention. Well, as explained before, to input receive cash in settlement account, receivable transaction, we'll use the receive payment menu which then display in window like this. Then we make sure that the deposits account is already as a BNI bank because the payment is by check. Then we fill the customer data which will be explained by my colleagues.
Okay, thank you. I will continue the explanation for my friends. So after making sure to use BNI bank, we input data such as transaction date, okay, transactions row number, the amount received and the payment method used by the customer. After that, we tap and click the applied month. Then tap until off balance shows 0.
Okay, thank you. Here I will continue the explanation for my friends. Then after we will input the overall, we check the journal and the journal that appears like this. Then we are okay and stay on record. Maybe that's the presentation that our group can present. Maybe for my friends, there is something you can have to ask for my group.
Okay, the presentation of group 1 is very good, and now is the discussion section. For you all that you have questions, you can directly ask, and ma'am will note who are the active one as your additional point. And in here, if you have any still point that you have unclear, you can directly ask to your friends. And the rules is the same with the previous meeting. If you have to have a new questions, you can raise your hand first, okay?
To explain.
There is possibility that a customer who pays this receivable make a late payment. Usually, the company imposes a fine when they pay their receivables. So, what is the procedure for this case?
Okay, very interesting. It is regarding to the late payment transaction. Okay, please for group 1 to answer your friends' questions.
Okay, ma'am. I will answer a question from Memes from the imposition of late payment. You can input in it at the bottom after the total rate. There is a future payment charge where this future is used to record the imposition of late payment fees. Is it understandable?
Yes, understand. The finance charge future is used for late payment charge. Thank you for the explanation. Maybe anyone has another question?
Okay, because there is no question, so the group 1, please to close your presentation, please.
Okay, thank you friends about your attention. That's all our presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you for group 1. And now in here, ma'am will complete your friends' questions about late payment transaction. Okay. Your friend's answer is very correct. If there are late payment transaction, you can use finance chart features. But remember that we have sales link account. So in here, you must to first make a setup sales link account. So you must to choose the setup like this, and choose link account. And in here, you can choose sales account. Okay. So in here there is several features related with the sales transaction, but in here because of your friends is confused about the late payment transaction, so you must to choose the bottom, I assess charge for late payment. And you can choose the account that related for this transaction. Usually this transaction is related with the account of late fees collected. So you can choose the late fees collected, and remember that this transaction is usually occurs on the trade company, but is it also possible that this transaction is also occurs on the trade company? Okay, that's all for my additional point for your questions, Nenes. And then, do you have any questions, students? Okay, very great. For the discussion section is over, and give applause for us. Okay, I'm very proud of you students because of you have practicum, you have present, and you have discussion forum. It's very great job. And in here, ma'am hope that in the next meeting we can improve our ability to be more confident. And in here, ma'am will note for you that please don't be shy, enjoy the class, and explore your experience, and make yourself confident. Thank you for your activeness today, students.
Okay, Alhamdulillah everyone, all material today has been conveyed and all of you active participating in our class. So now is anyone want to ask? Okay, if no one to ask, so now time for us to try draw conclusion from this material. So now, who wants to try give the conclusion? Okay.
Okay, I think today we have learned about the sales menu of the M.Ak, accounting application which is used to record cash and credit sales transaction.
Okay, very good. Your answer is right. So, In this material, we learned about how to use sales menu. The sales menu is for to record cash and credit sales transaction. Okay, anyone want to give more conclusion?
May I turn in?
Yes, of course, you can. Please get it.
Okay, ma'am. I would like to add conclusion from student from Juwita.
Okay.
The sales menu that can be used to record sales transaction in cash and credit is under sales menu.
Good, precisely. You are right. Your state is absolutely correct. I'm so happy to hear that. So, and one of you understand for this material. Now, please look at the slide. Okay, from this slide, we know that our material is learn about how to record sales menu, how to use sales menu in M.Ak accounting. So the point is to record sales transaction, cash or credit sales transaction, we have to use enter sales menu. Okay. Meanwhile, to record how receive payment of receivable, we have to use sales receive payment menu. Can you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if there is no question anymore and we done to make a conclusion, please look at your module. Okay, based on that module, there are assignment that available, right? And ma'am help you do that assignment and give you 1 week from today. Don't forget to collect it on time, okay? Okay. Because all material has studied over, we can end this lesson today. So mom, hope you can review that material so you can understand it better. Alright, can you guys? Okay. So because there is over, I want head of class Gilang help me to let the pray to end this lesson. We hope our material can useful in the future. Please, Gilang.
Okay, pray start. Finish.
Okay, thank you everyone for your attention. Give applause for us. Okay, see you on next meeting. I hope you stay healthy and don't forget to do the assignment. I hope you keep this spirit like this to next lesson and do your best for the assignment. Thank you everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.